stop what you're doing right now and go grab a bottle of Miracle Food, suitable for all ages, the perfect cleansing reboot, and it promotes a healthy immune system. Created by some of the most powerful superfoods on the planet, Miracle Food in this day and age is perfect for you. Don't wait. ChakraDoctor.org. Go grab your bottle of Miracle Food right now. Let them know Viral Hip Hop News sent you. Let's go.
Yeah, I can fuck with some of them motherfuckers down there. They doing their thing. Salute to them brothers.
Absolutely, man. Let's talk about another rapper, man, who took a hiatus, was now back in the game. I don't know what number album it is, but it's J. Cole. You know, he dropped the off season. It dropped earlier today, man, and now they're saying that it crashed. Spotify, everybody, like I said at the beginning of this podcast, man, go check out that album right now. Whether you got Tidal, iTunes, Spotify, I don't know what you got. Go check it out. It's definitely worth the wait. But I want to, before we get into the Diddy situation, because, you know, J. Cole actually addressed a few situations, Sam, man. I want to talk about the Bill Cosby. And it wasn't in his album, but it was in a freestyle that he did. A lot of people was going in on him for what he said about Bill Cosby. So he said this, right? About Bill Cosby. Let me find that real quick.
Got you. Yeah, I didn't even hear what he said. I've been seeing the shit go all around and going crazy, but I didn't hear or see exactly what he said in the joint.
Right. He made a reference about the rape, joint. It wasn't crazy or whatever. All right, here it is. It was up at the top there. Okay, so he goes, okay, who they debating is better, let's face it. He's one of the greatest. No Bill Cosby shit. But if Ends is sleeping, F him. Most niggas don't understand me. I don't do Grammys. I be in my jammies on the sofa. Most niggas don't understand me. So it was the part where he said, it's a little, you know what I'm saying? I think it was clever in my opinion, but he said, let's face it, he's one of the greatest. No Bill Cosby S. But Ends, if niggas is sleeping, fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said. Now, a couple of people was going in, man. It was like the Bill Cosby bar. Oh, my God. You know, people saying it was great, but he should left the Bill Cosby thing out. What do you think about this, man? You can see under the on Twitter, people is going crazy about this right now, about that little thing that he did on LA Leakers. Shout out to LA Leakers, too. A little freestyle, man.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He put this out prior to that album dropping, right?
Yeah, a couple of days.
And he shut down Spotify.
Yeah.
That should tell you everything. Fuck them. They gonna run their mouth. And that's no disrespect, because we love the people and we love the engagement. But at the end of the day, that shit don't matter. Oh, we gonna cancel him. Oh, you shouldn't have said this about Bill. You shouldn't have said this. I can say what the fuck I want. And I'm so glad that J. Cole went on this album and said what the fuck he wanted, because it was a beautiful piece of work that I'm not even gonna rate or talk about yet in really in depth, because I want to sit back and just enjoy this motherfucker for the summer.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna let me enjoy this motherfucker for the summer. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah. I feel the same way about it, man. People will find anything or any reason, to just try to, spark a controversy. Like, oh, okay, he said it, but even if you look at the way that he put it, he put no Bill Cosby shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if niggas is sleeping, fuck them. Meaning, let's just break it down for the people who's out there. I ain't on no Bill Cosby shit. But if you mother effers is, you know what I'm saying? If y'all sleeping, fuck y'all niggas. Leave y'all niggas over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he's saying at the end of the day. It's a clever, use of words to get people to talk just like this. I'm sure he wanted to, to get people to speak. Yeah. Not that he needs anything like that, but shit. The album is crazy.
He let the promotion go through the music. He
there
dropped
you go.
The freestyle.
Yep.
And now today he shuts down Spotify.
Yep.
With a fucking grand piece of fucking work. I started listening to it. I hit you immediately, like, bro. I was in like song 4 or 5. Like, you need to check this out now.
And I did.
This shit's real.
It's real, man. He got Cam with that first joint. I'm like,
Yeah, he's putting in work, man.
Definitely. But again, he said something else, Sam, man. He said something else. Mm-hmm. A lot of people in hip hop didn't know about J. Cole and this situation you're about to get to right now, man, which is crazy.
Yeah, man. So back in the day, apparently he got into a scrap with Diddy. Now, Cole recalls an incident on the track, Let Go of My Hand, which goes hard, pause, but he talks about a time that he went in on Diddy. I'll read some of the lyrics. He said, I kept a tough demeanor on the surface, but mostly just pretending, and luckily my bluff was working way more than often than not. He said, but sometimes a nigga pulled my card, tried to expose me for a fraud, and with my reputation at stake, I was scuffing just to save a face. couple wins, couple losses, some broken up. Too quick to call it. My last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought it? I bought that nigga album in 7th grade and played it so much. You would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff. Back then, I ain't no shit. Now I know too much. Now, at the time, it was reported Cole intervened after Diddy, being drunk as fuck, attempted to spill a drink on Kendrick, like I was telling you in the pre-production, because he was mad over Kendrick's verse on Control. He said Kendrick's King of New York line had Diddy upset on some sensitive shit, which had an altercation ensued, a scuffle where Cole and Diddy had an altercation with both their crews, he was saying. And yeah, that's where it came, man. And there was some old tweets that came out back in 2013 and stuff that Diddy was talking about. And then Punch from TDE said, all the infamous and ever exclusive Cole and Puff fade. What a night. Man, what a night. So it went down, bro. This is facts.
Man, we gotta get that DJ on, man. Whoever that was.
Yeah,
to talk about that. But anyway.
This is facts.
Yeah, nah, this is the part I love about it. You know what I'm saying? Reliving history is not always a bad thing. Like, people try to make it, man, something happened. That's what Cole did. He's reliving history. No different than when somebody writes a book. When they go back over the different things they went, and then you ask them questions about it, and now they're able to elaborate. But his art form is not a book per se, but it's music, and he put it out there. And sometimes you just got to talk about stuff just to get it off your chest, get it off your conscience, and for people to know. So not surprised. I mean, we hear about, I should say, in the industry, different things, and even us moving through the industry, you kind of get disappointed.
Yep.
You got this one persona of one person. Then you kind of meet him, you're like, damn, this dude's really, really a fuck nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just not what I thought. Disrespectful, arrogant, and whatnot. So, again, man, I just think that these little things don't, like you said, he's letting it now, everything just, whatever he's saying now, everybody's going to be talking about it. So now it's going to be bringing more people to the album. You know what I mean? And when they get there, the product is fucking fire. Yeah. So I'm not surprised when I hear some crazy shit about Diddy, man. I just think that, I know every time I put a video up about him, people always kind of just going like, man, he gonna get his karma, and he's the devil. I don't know, just something about Diddy that people just don't like. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But you're 100% right. Anytime I drop anything, it's the same fucking thing. I don't ever hear anybody say, "Yo, y'all hating on Diddy," and it's like you hear that about anybody else, and it's not that we hating on anybody. We're just gonna call a spade a spade. Right, when people come on here, most times than not, he's not brought up in a positive light. Now, sometimes he is. What's my man's name? Who do we have? Muriel Winans.
Yeah.
He had fine things to say about him, even though he ain't much to say about anything. It's all good. But he did his thing. I want to talk about Cole, though, before we get up out of here, because I was sitting here looking through his albums, right? And I was thinking back to 2013, Born Sinner, 2014, Forest Hill Drive, 2016, For Your Eyes Only, 17, Truly Yours, 18 KOD, and now 21 off season. You don't hear him in any interviews, but you hear him spilling his guts in his music and his records in such a creative way that makes you go crazy. Right. And you love it. And then you go back, this brother's been doing it since A Cold World was his beginning album, and you could say that was a great album as well, but I really started fucking with J. Cole and Born Sinner. I'll give him 2011 though. So for the last 10 years, he's put out nothing but classics, stayed nothing but classy, and hasn't been in the limelight and is only evolving. You gotta get his brother's flowers. He may be, if not is, top 3 in the game right now, and I'm excluding some of our old, hip hop legends. I'm talking about the game in the last, since 2000. Yeah. J. Cole's in it, bro.
Yeah. That's a hell of a point, man. I was rocking with that first one. That first one, I think, is his, in my opinion, his best one. Usually a lot of people, because that kind of like gave you him, like the essence of him, but he's only getting better and better with his music. Almost kind of like, I don't want to even really compare him to Jay-Z because it's a little different.
It's interesting you say that, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he's really moving up the ladder, man. He's what, 30-something years old?
Probably early 30s.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that dude, man. I mean, he made you kind of forget about him a little bit because he went away. You know what I mean? Now that he comes back, it's like, oh shit, like this dude did nothing but evolved and got better. Yep. And he actually has a message, man. Real quick, is this album, is it a masterpiece? how we used to go back in the day. Remember, they used to get the Source magazines and they had like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mics. How many albums does this mic have so far? Do you need more time to listen?
I need more time.
Yeah.
I need more time to listen. I've said that often, but I said that usually in a bad way because I wanted to give the artists who I respected their proper due diligence before I said it was garbage. This is complete opposite. I want to take my time before I jump off the rail and say this is an absolute masterpiece because my initial reaction listening to it, I was like, God damn. And he gave a little something for everybody and a little every level. It was like, all right, he gave you the hard shit. He gave you the boom back shit. He started hitting you with the, you know what I mean, the off tempo bar shit. I'm like, and then I want to break down the bars more because J. Cole can rap. Oh, yeah. You got to listen to what the fuck he's saying. So too early to tell, bro, but it's definitely, it's hot, man. It's 3 fucking stars. It's flames. It's all day long. It's on there.
3 out of 5 so far?
You know, I was going to say 3 out of 3. But let's say if it's out of 5, right. I'll give it 4.5. And I want to give it 5.
That's dope.
But I'm going to wait till the summer to finish out. I'm sitting there driving to Delaware yesterday and I'm listening to Watch the Throne. And I'm listening to some of the old Carter albums. And I'm like, if I could sit back and drive to it, I don't care when it came out and vibe to it. It's one of my favorite albums. And I'm thinking that Cole will be one of them. We'll see if it stands the test of time.
So when you listen to music, I know this happens to me, does it automatically take you back to where you were at that time?
1,000%.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part about it. But then you can kind of enjoy, you know, what you've been through and where you're at now. It's like, all right, I remember that, but look where I came to. Like, damn, I never thought.
Good, man. This is Sam Ant, CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. Listen, I appreciate each and every one of y'all who are going to check out this documentary. Shout out to my man Lonnie Fresh. Do me a favor, go to YouTube right now. Go subscribe to Viral Hip Hop News, one of the best hip hop platforms out here right now. We also have The Hub, Hip Hop News Uncensored, of course, the podcast, the baddest podcast out, the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. We drop 7 days a week, doing this thing 100% independent.
There was not one day that I was at work on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that I wished I was somewhere else.
Now let's talk about the Players Club because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that's like your first major role in a movie, right?
Taking over the game. Really appreciate each and every one of y'all. You can grab merch on the YouTube site. You can talk to me on there and much more. Sam Ant, CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. Appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Oh God, you the man, Cass. I spit white like a clan mask, and I'm a